A lot of people are right now fearing that we are going to be getting this huge breakdown, but the fact of the matter is that majority of the market is right now trying to actively short the current Bitcoin price. Literally so many short positions are currently being opened. It is literally unbelievable, and that is making me think that we are headed even higher. So with that being said, we have a lot of information that we need to discuss in today's update video. We have important ETF news because it is right now expected that the ETFs are going to be getting accepted on either the 8th or the 9th of January. Early next year, we are going to be expecting the Federal Reserve to cut its interest rates. We need to talk about the current weekend price action that is right now ongoing because institutions are currently buying up Bitcoin and more. So without any further ado, let's first of all, as always, have a look towards that imminent short term. What we are seeing over here is that we are currently creating perfect Bitcoin price action. Literally yesterday we broke out outside of this falling wedge pattern and we created this huge pump towards the upside, which I thought we are going to be continuing. But at that time I did say you should not FOMO in towards the market. You should wait for maybe a pullback, maybe some kind of a pattern being created, and that could be your entry position. And after that, indeed, we perfectly got this pullback back towards this previous resistance, right now turning in towards support, and we exactly bounced from off that level. And right now we are creating this symmetrical triangle, so exactly this consolidation pattern that we were waiting for. We exactly got our pullback and this perfect breakout outside of this falling wedge where a lot of Bitcoin bears actually got trapped. So yes, I do not want to be shilling my predictions all too much, but literally inside of the imminent short term we have been predicting every single move right here for the last couple of weeks. But enough of that right here. What is going to be happening next? Because that is the most important thing right here. And first of all, we can be seeing that this symmetrical triangle is being created. We are currently trading in a weekend, so most probably we are going to be continuing our consolidation. That is the most probable scenario during a weekend, but of course we can still do create some kind of a volatility and still return towards our CME close price at beginning next week. First of all, if this scenario is going to be playing out, that we are going to be getting a breakdown outside of this symmetrical triangle or breakdown, well, that would be the perfect setup for me to buy the dip, because that would mean we are going to be creating a pretty significant CME gap and still the markets are looking very bullish. We will be having a look into what's that in a minute, but literally that would be the perfect scenario for me. That would profit me the most in the market. But of course, a break towards the upside is going to be more probable. That is going to be more probable, but do keep in mind, if we are going to be creating a CME gap, well, eventually we will need to fill our CME gap. So that is a very unfortunate thing that we are right now trading in a weekend. But what we can be seeing, and what is very interesting, is that still the CME futures price is trading at a huge premium compared to the actual spot price. So we can be seeing this in this chart. We can be seeing the premium of the CME futures chart. And you can easily see that, yes, these institutions are right now buying up Bitcoin. That is causing the CME futures chart to trade at such a premium and stay still at such a premium. I do think eventually it will be returning towards the zero level. That is, of course, normal. But right now, still, we can continue to see that these institutions are actually pushing up the Bitcoin price right now. So this will get very interesting, to say the least. Now, we can still see Bitcoin is going parabolic, and I will be explaining in a minute. This can both be actually a bearish thing, but actually also at the same time a very bullish thing. Because, well, we can still get at last push, at last huge pump towards the upside, but eventually we will need to break our parabolic move, and then we are going to be headed in towards a larger correction and maybe a larger consolidation. Now, I do still think that, like I've been explaining for the past couple of days actually, that we are going to be continuing our momentum. Why? Is pretty much, first of all, because we are getting this huge breakout outside of this ascending triangle. We literally failed all of the time to get a candle close above this 38k level, and finally we did get that 38k level getting broken with a daily candle above. And second of all, maybe the most important thing right here is that people keep trying to short this Bitcoin pump. Literally, bears will not stop trying to short this Bitcoin pump, but this in return only fuels more upside because Bitcoin is going after that liquidity, and that liquidity keeps on being built on that top side because people keep on trying to short the Bitcoin market. And we can even see this in the current funding rates because on some exchanges, the funding rates are even trading in a negative. So majority of the market is right now definitely trying to short the current Bitcoin price, and we can clearly see this in every single metric. And as long as this is going to continue to happen, and as long as we can hold our current uptrend, well, I do not see any signals that we are going to be reversing this. So yes, we are creating that rising wedge pattern, and if we are going to be breaking this one towards the downside, definitely I should start to worry. But right now that is not happening. That is the fact. Liquidity keeps on being built on the top side. Institutions look to be buying right now. So in my opinion, if we are not really going to be getting that breakdown right here, well, I still do think we are in the end of the day going to be breaking this pattern out towards the upside. That is at least clear to me. Now, US dollar tether keeps on being printed, adding more liquidity towards the market, which is a very good thing and is causing this huge Bitcoin pump as well. It is just a part of it. We are about to get a very bullish weekly close right here. Look at this candle. Well, it is looking so good. Literally, previous resistance is right now turning in towards support, and we are getting this very bullish momentum candle towards the upside. We are definitely headed on our way towards the 41k level, in my opinion, if we are going to be closing our weekly candle like this. Of course, I have been mentioning these levels for the past couple of weeks already on my channel. You already know what I think about these levels. And before headed in towards some news, which is going to be very important, if you are as well going to be getting interested in trading, make sure to check out that first link in the description, because you can right now claim a free $1,000 on Bybit. Literally, you can claim this free airdrop position where you can try out a Bybit and take your profits. Very easy, so be sure to check that out. And with that being said, we finally got a clear date where very likely we are going to be seeing our spot Bitcoin ETFs being accepted. And this is either going to be on the 8th or the 9th of January. Of course, we saw this Franklin Templeton spot Bitcoin ETF getting delayed, as well as the hashtag spot Bitcoin ETF. And that opens up this clear window of acceptance from the 5th towards the 10th of January, and usually around the SEC is not very active on a Friday, and of course also not in a weekend, so probably this will open up the actual window of acceptance from the 8th to the 9th of January. This is a very narrow window, and if we are going to be getting close towards that level, we are very likely going to be trading it. Probably we can be taking some very profitable trades because of this, so stay tuned for that. And another very important thing is that the Federal Reserve is right now expected to cut its interest rates beginning next year already, and this is exactly what I have been saying for the past couple of months. Actually, I have been saying do not listen to these guys and reporters that are actually saying that we are going to be seeing this interest rate cut happening beginning 2025. I have been saying no, this is not going to be happening. It is probably going to be happening early 2024. I have been standing by this prediction, and once again, this goes to show that you should not trust these sources, because we could also see that the European Central Bank was saying at the exact bottom of the Bitcoin price that Bitcoin is on its road to irrelevance. Literally, they are always wrong about the market. I cannot make this up. So yeah, this is a very bullish thing right now in the end of the day happening inside of the market. And it is just right now that the market is pricing it in. But we were already having a look into towards this for months. So with that being said, do not get fooled. Make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.